Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about this beautiful couple. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do share, comment, and turn on your notification button so that when I drop a video you're going to be the first person to see. All right, so let's go to the business of the day. So Adedimeji and his wife Mobimpe Oyebade Adedimeji had been married for 3 years now, and they have been doing amazingly well in the film industry. Especially the husband Adedimeji is a versatile actor. You will always see him doing, perfecting, bodying every role given to him. I just love them in short. And so they celebrated their third wedding anniversary recently, and Adedimeji was invited by Shude for an interview, and part of the questions that was asked from him was one of these questions that has been very pertinent one, because a lot of people had wanted to hear a clarification from Adedimeji personally against about the allegation Gistlover laid against him some years back about him having baby mama in the UK. And so Gistlover said he has baby mama in the UK and he has kids. And so Shude was asking him what effect did that have in his marriage, or what effect does that have in his marriage. And he said it didn't have any effect in his marriage, and it's not affecting his marriage in any way, because him and Adedimeji always communicate very well, and so they understand each other, and that it was just a rumor. He had no kids anywhere, and he added that recently even someone called his wife Barren, that they get trolled every day. And so this is where I'll be coming in by saying that it is quite insensitive of anyone to look up to someone and call that person Barren. I mean, people don't have kids after marriage for maybe 2 years, 3 years. It is their personal decision. You don't even know what people are going through, according to what Adedimeji said. They may just decide to work for, a few years before having kids. And a lot of people don't have kids after, 2-3 years after marriage for different reasons. Some just want their space, to bond well before having kids, because raising kids, it's not a joke, and it's not, don't be beans. In short, raising kids, it's a job on its own. And so some people, they just want to bond. And another reason some people don't want to have kids, diverse reasons. And so someone is not just going to hide under his pad and start trolling somebody just because you think you know them, because they are celebrities and you think things don't get to them. And when Adedimeji was saying this, I could psychoanalyze him, and I could see in his eyes that he was coming from the place of pain, expressing his mind about how they get trolled every day on the social media. And I want to tell you that people that go through infertility, I'm not saying they are going through infertility, but we have a lot of women that are going through infertility, and you don't know what these women are going through. You don't know what they go through every day. Some of them had even tried IVF like 7-10 times, and it was never successful. She did not kill themselves because of that. Do you know what it takes to have IVF? I have people that had experienced it, and she shared her experience with me that the day they were supposed to retrieve her eggs, for fertilization, she passed out. She fainted because her body couldn't bear the pains, because the pains were so excruciating. And even when the husband saw her in this position, this condition, he was so scared that, okay, it's fine. It's about kids. Let's leave kids now. I think my wife is more important. And so whenever God wants to give us kids, he will give us. A lot of these women somewhere, they are very, very strong. People that are going through infertility processes or infertility period, they are very, very strong. A lot of time these women, they go through these pains all because they want to get out of the pressure from in-laws, pressure from society, from family and friends, that pressurize them every day about when are you having kids. And it's even sensitive. Before you can ask somebody when are you having kids, you must have getting to a certain level of friendship. It's not a question you just throw at someone anyhow. And some of these women, sometimes it's not that they don't want to have kids, and sometimes it's not about women alone. There are men too that are not fertile, that they can't even impregnate their women. But you know, the society that God has thrown us into, everything is about women. If you're not having kids, it's about is women. If you're not having money, it's women. So every shit, I'm sorry to use that word, every feces, everything bad is always thrown at when things are not going the way the society wants it. Is always thrown at women. Have you considered a man too having infertility problem? I mean, have you tried to look at it on the flip side? If you know it's not the man that is having issue. I'm not talking about Adedimeji actually. I'm trying to speak generally, that you don't throw people that are going through this phase, because these women, a lot of time they have cried their eyes out. A lot of time they have thrown away so many pillows that they buried themselves every night to cry on or to cry in. So these people are so strong, and the only thing I think anyone can do is to always pray for them. And if you cannot pray, you can still shush, you can still keep quiet. And when you are praying for anyone going through waiting period, you don't necessarily have to tell that person that I'm praying for you. Just do your part and leave the rest to God. At the end of the day, Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣọmọ. That's what the Yoruba says, that it's only God that gives children. Yes, and in the waiting period, I want to speak generally to everyone, TTC moms. In this period, if you are going through waiting period, make sure you equip yourself. Make sure if you want to go back to school, go to school, learn skills, education, whatever you want to do, do it, because that is why it's called waiting period. And that is one of the reasons I love this couple so much, because they are so focused, they're young, and they are working tirelessly every day. If they are not producing, they are advertising one thing. If they are not ambassador to this, they are ambassador to that. They are always advertising product. They are always putting themselves out there. So now tell me, if the kids come, they are just coming to enjoy, because eventually kids are going to come. That is one thing that I know, and we are rejoicing with this couple very soon. That I know and I believe. And so if you are a TTC mom, if you are waiting for kids, if you are one of those women that is waiting upon the Lord, don't just sit and be playing pity party. Don't sit and let someone come and tell you sorry. No, you don't need it. And society, please, these women, sometimes they cry themselves, all through the night, and so during the day when they just want to try and make up and look good out there, so they don't look like what they are going through, people still throw them and say, makeup, she makeup party. And all of that, we throw them a lot. We think they don't have a life. I mean, we think they are disadvantaged because they don't have kids. If you don't have kids, you're not disadvantaged, because marriage is not about procreation. Marriage is about companionship, it's about sacrificing, it's about understanding each other, it's about progress, it's about growth. So shift your focus from your brokenness. If you're a woman, if you are a woman waiting on God, that is why it's called waiting period. Shift your focus from your brokenness and shift your attention to some things that are beneficial, that are substantial for you, that is good for your mental health. Of course, people are going to talk, yes. They will say a lot of things, because they will speculate, they will conclude about you, even though they don't even know what you're going through. But it is you. One thing is you pray, you work, and you keep pushing, and you keep going. And as you are holding Jesus in one hand, or you are holding Allah in your right hand, you are also holding your joy and your happiness with the other hand, because that is what nobody can give you. And because these people are celebrity, we think we can just throw anything to them and it doesn't get to them. For crying out loud, blood runs in their vessel, blood runs in their body. And so sometimes all these things can lead to depression. All these things that we say to people that are going through this phase, it can lead to PTSD, it can lead to depression, it can lead even to death, it can lead to high blood pressure and all of that. And so if you have TTC mother around you, you have any woman that is waiting on God, you don't need to ask questions, because sometimes when you ask them questions, it makes them go emotional. It makes them look down on themselves. They feel, oh, maybe I'm not woman enough, or maybe I'm not man enough. And so when you notice or they confide in you, the least you can do is to pray for them and tell them to keep pushing, and that God will do it. You don't have to make mockery of anybody, because you can't even manufacture teddy bear. So you don't have any right. I don't think there's anybody that has a right of castigating another person because she is waiting on God. And it's not about someone that's aborted or not. There are some people that got married as virgin, and I heard about a woman that got married as virgin, and she didn't have kids until after 7 years in marriage. So how about that? She did not have children until 7 years in marriage. She got married as a virgin. And so what are we saying? What I'm saying is that we can do better in society. We can do better in our country, Nigeria. We can do better as Nigerians. We can do better as Africa. This is where I'll be drawing the curtain. Taking care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Bye.